Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reagan Go. This is Royal Freak Television. I'm your host on this space, assisted by my able producer and editor, cameraman Arimu Shegun. We want to say thank you for stopping by. If it's your first time stopping by, this is Royal Afrique TV. We make beautiful videos for you here in Turkey, or want to say Turkey, where we are based. Please subscribe, like, share our videos, and leave your notification bell turned on so you'll be the first to know whenever we drop a video. In this video, like you must have guessed, we are talking about the recent happenings in Turkey. The most shocking news, a very devastating one, heartbreaking. And which other word can I use that will make you understand the shock that has hit this country in the past week? It happened on Monday, the 6th of February 2023. On Sunday, the 5th, the citizens went to bed. We all, me inclusive because I live in Turkey, we went to bed like just every other night, with plans of waking up to a normal routine on Monday the 6th. But guess what? Like we always say, no one knows tomorrow. We woke up to the news of two deadly earthquakes that had hit the southern part of the country. It was like, it is, I should say, the measure, like, oh, crisis like we've never seen before. Inhabitants of this country, citizens, have not seen this before. The government got confused and everybody was thrown into panic, fear, and heartbreak. The number of deaths, the death toll kept increasing from Monday till now as we speak. As of the time I'm making this video, it is reported that over 20,000 people have died in the 10 cities that were hit by this earthquake in Turkey. It happened in just a split of an eye. The first one, with magnitude of about 7.7, lasted just 65 seconds, and the second one lasted 45 seconds. Can you see? Put that in minutes. Less than 2 minutes, and we have all these destructions. Talking about 12,140 buildings that just got swallowed like that. Oh, you dare not joke with nature. Nature roared and everywhere was trembling. People died in their sleep. Many people were caught up in the rubbles, and rescue team that were dispatched to the place as soon as the news went wide like a fire were helping out. Over 99 countries have sent in support. Volunteers have flown in from other countries, coming to Turkey to just help out. We were in other cities. I, for example, I live in Istanbul. Thank God that it didn't hit this city too. But it's just thank God we can say it, because what did you do for it not to hit the city where you are? You can't tell. Did anybody, the victims, do anything to deserve what happened to them? No. It just happened. It's nature, a natural disaster. Nobody could contain it. We just woke up to tears. You know, I just woke up, saw my phone, a lot of messages, people asking, Karen, are you okay? I've seen on the news. I was like, the images are very frightful, as you can see. Long story cut short, on that Monday when it happened, that particular Monday, the seed was what I would describe as a dark Monday for us here in Turkey. We had unprecedented snow, storms, rain, thunder. Everything was happening at the same time. It was just frightful. Okay, before we went to bed, it had been announced that schools will be closed because of the terrible weather conditions which I just described. But we thought that maybe for just that Monday, and then by Monday evening the news will tell us if schools will be open on Tuesday, and but we woke up with the earthquake on top of all that was happening. It was a bleak Monday indeed. Monday, the 6th of February 2023, is one that Turkish nationals and other inhabitants, foreigners like us in this country, will not forget in a haste. So we were indoors and we started watching on the news. We're seeing the images, people who had lost their lives, those who were under the debris and they were being brought out. But I must tell you something, it happened like a miracle. You know, even up to 121 hours after the earthquake, we still have people being pulled out alive. Guys, that's more than 3 days and people are coming out alive. Just miracle. Because how can you explain being caught up in the debris for 3 days, no food, no water? If you feel like stewing or peeing, you do it on your body. Oh, I feel like crying because it's a really bad thing to have happened. And you might think that, okay, I'm not there, I'm not in any of these 10 cities. But you just see what's happening to others and you're like, could that be me? What if it hit Istanbul? But God's mercy kept us, those of us in the other cities. And you just think about it and you're like, see how people just go in the twinkle of an eye. See people going, you know. And so there had to be an extension of the no school. So we thought that we're going to be home till that Friday of that week, no schools. But the next thing happened by weekend again. Before that, the president Erdogan had to, announce a national mourning period for us to mourn the deaths. And like I was saying, it was frightening even for us here in Istanbul because rumors, social media didn't help a lot. Why the mainstream media was showing the images and reporting the figures, social media journalists were spreading rumors like, okay, he's coming next to Istanbul, you go to bed and you're frightful. I tell you a little story. That night, Monday night, when I went to sleep, I couldn't even sleep. Like, I was just halfway awake and half struggled. I read on people's status like, okay, it's coming to Istanbul, it's going to hit the neighborhood of Avcılar. I live in Avcılar, Beylikdüzü, and many other places that they cited. And I was like, God, how do you sleep? How can you even fight nature? How can you be careful? And they were saying things like, oh, inhabitants of these places are called upon to sleep outside. With the weather that we had this season, this is winter. How do you sleep in the cold if you don't die of the earthquake inside the house? Maybe probably the cold was just going to finish you outside. And I was just thinking about those who had lost their houses and had no choice than to be standing under the snow at that time. There's no way you will be unmoved. If you're human, your heart will be bleeding. First, for the families who've lost loved ones. There are people who used to be like 10 or 5 living together and you come out alone, just one person. How do you live with that? And then I saw an image of a 6-month-old who came out from the debris, I think 30 hours later. And luckily, thankfully, her mom was still alive and followed after with a broken leg. What will I narrate and what would I narrate? I just wanted to come here today, guys. I know you all have heard about the news. It's spreading. And I'll just use this opportunity to thank all of you who took out time to write me. Hey, Regan, how are you and your family? Are you guys safe? We are seeing what's happening. Hearts were praying for you. Our hearts are with you and things like that. You don't know what it means in times like that, but it means a lot. It goes a long way. Just a call, just an SMS, just, a text, a WhatsApp message, a voice note. It meant a lot. It just made us, all of us here. It wasn't just me. Others were being checked up on. But particularly, I'm grateful for all of you who did check up on me. What else can I say? As it stands now, President Erdogan has declared a three months state of emergency in the 10 cities hit by this earthquake. And he also said on the news the other day that the promise to try to rebuild these buildings, close to 12,140 buildings, excuse me, that got lost in this earthquake. He promised that they're going to use a year to build it back. Good news, probably in the midst of the hurting. But I just pray that they wouldn't build it again in a rush and then we hear of something devastating. Well, I guess the scientists and the technicians that will take care of that have that to worry about. As it is, at the moment of me making this video, school closure has been extended to about the 20th of February. Schools might have to hold online. Kindergartens might have to, go for fewer hours. Universities are shut till further notice. Guys, please keep on praying for Turkey. Remember Turkiye in your prayers. Pray for those of us that live here. From what we gathered on the news, it's been more than like 10 years. Earthquakes happen. You remember the one I did? There was a video I did sometime. Was it 2029? Yes, 2019. I beg your pardon. And that was the first time I experienced a shocking thing like that. And we're running. Maybe we'll just drop some images of that video again. And you can also watch that video. But guys, that was nothing close to what has happened this 2023. That one is what I would describe as child's play. It was just a fright. Nothing really happened. Some buildings got cracks, but people didn't die like flies like what has happened in this one. Guys, check out that video too. Check out that video if you want to see what I'm talking about. The link, we're going to drop it somewhere on this other video, so you can also watch that one. But that one was just nothing compared to what has happened now. So please keep praying for us. Remember us in your prayers. Wish us well. Leave a word or two of prayers or well wishes for those families that are affected, for the victims to recover. You can write them in the comment section. We'll be happy and flattered to read from you. Thank you for watching this video up to this point. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Leave your notification bell turned on so you'll be the first to know when we drop a video. We'll be bringing you more content from Turkey here. As always, thank you and thank you again.